Hello there everyone, hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the stream. We are going to be continuing our full playthrough of all of the story campaigns in Fall of the Republic 1.3. Last week we did the Hunt for Malevolence, which we're just at the end of here, because we are going to be advancing into the next story. So that's going to be the Rimward Campaign. We haven't done a Republic playthrough of Rimward on the channel before, I don't think. We did a CIS playthrough, but not Republic. So we're just going to pop onto that. It's over. Okay, there we go. He says it's over too. So I do have the music off this time, which does mean there won't be some of the VO, but it caused like 500 copyright claims last week because the game music has movie music and such in it. But I don't think we're going to be able to do all of Rimward in this stream. We'll see how it goes, but it's a much bigger campaign. After suffering a series of disastrous defeats at the hands of General Grievous, the Republic's foothold in the Outer Rim is in jeopardy. Warned by his longtime friend Dexter Jetster about an imminent attack on Bothawi, Obi-Wan Kenobi has commissioned Anakin Skywalker to protect this strategic world. Now Skywalker and his weary battle group are all that stands between the system and domination by the droid army. Glad you like it, Gaming Zone Test? Alright, a long time ago, I've seen this one. Okay, the music kind of does add stuff there, but sorry, I need to make money for my job, I'm sorry. In the wake of the Malevolence's destruction, the sinister General Grievous has retreated further into the Galactic Rim, devastating innocent worlds along his path. Stretched to the brink of collapse, the Republic's foothold in the Outer Rim is in jeopardy. Unknown to the Jedi, the attacks are merely a distraction to divide the Republic forces further, luring more and more fleets away from Grievous's real target, the birthplace of the clone army, with his plan centered around a small outpost on an unimportant moon. Meanwhile, tipped off by an informant, Anakin Skywalker and his weary battle group race to protect the strategic world of Bothawi, being all that stands between the system and domination by the droid army. Alright. That's all that happens there. We got a nice little layout of what's happening. And now the thing goes down. The camera goes down. We find our friends in the middle of an asteroid field. A regular asteroid field. Nothing special about this asteroid field. And if anyone told you differently, they're a bunch of fucking liars. When suddenly, who could it be but General G? Oh no, they're gonna come and kill us. This is gonna be bad. Alright, they're already dying to the asteroids though. So it's really not the best place for them to have come in. I wonder if we'll be able to stop them. Okay, I'm not sure if there was actually
Let's blow something up.
subtitleless audio there that I should have been listening to, but
force is strong at this point.
I will probably... I might be able to turn it on at specific
You got the
points,
captain.
rather than having it on the whole time.
Sir, there's still Techno-Union ships in the area.
Okay, there is audio.
This is Beta Squadron reporting in. They're not so tough.
The ATT models for this situation are optimized, so they're not the same.
These circumstances call for drastic
They're not the super high poly normal ones. Okay, I need to
Their missiles will tear us
What's your
apart.
plan?
move you up a little bit.
There's too many of them. Sir, we've lost a squad mate.
This is Admiral Yolanda.
Okay, well that's not great for you.
Let's show these clones how it's done.
Your orders, General. No, sir. We should clear the area. I'm taking fire.
Guys, you gonna
Being overwhelmed.
start?
Drive system is down.
What's your
Any
plan?
second now.
Shields are at half power.
Any second now.
Our missile launchers are clear the area. I've input the coordinates. Their missiles will tear us apart. Sir, we've lost you on the sensors. We'll hold this position until you return.
Okay, we got most of you.
Commencing attack on gun towers. Give me a target.
Yes, General. Battle stations.
We've lost another ship. Ah! We're being overwhelmed.
Well, it looks like they were bugged.
From the command center.
You could have helped. That would have been nice of you.
Holding position.
Commander.
Oh well.
Ready for takeoff. We should clear the area. A couple more hits like that. She's
We are on a beta version that is several versions behind
clear the
where we
area.
currently are, so that hasn't been reported for a few weeks at least.
Shouldn't be long now.
This is Admiral
Oh well.
Yolanda.
We
Battle
still win.
stations. Prepare for battle.
Shields are at half power.
Commence attack. We're receiving an
Look,
urgent
we
transmission.
didn't need them. Off to a great start though. Okay, you've all just got to kill Grievous. He's nearly dead.
Strong with this one.
Anakin, we kind of need you for that.
I could use a new wardrobe too, but that doesn't mean I want to go shopping.
Ready to commence.
Or he's... I mean, you're gonna fly into a CR-90. So... I am...
Our space station is under attack.
Gonna turn on the audio briefly. The in-game music. I wonder if the scripting just didn't load, because that can happen sometimes. Yeah, I think we're fucked. I think we're gonna just we're just gonna try that again. We're gonna try that again.
Researching.
And this time we'll have the other audio. Worst case Ontario, I'll just load into the newer version of the beta
Mission
and we'll go
log
on from that.
updated.
Among our most recent losses was the battle group at Farlene. The separatist.
Now you get to hear the audio anyway, so it all works out.
Seems like that coward always knows where and when to attack us.
You're heavily outnumbered, Anakin. I advise retreat.
If we run, the Separatists will take control of this sector. I can't let them do that.
And that is your problem.
Master Kenobi is right. We should regroup. We don't stand a chance against...
Ahsoka,
Suicide is not the Jedi way, Master.
You should listen to your Padawan.
as you listen to yours, my old master? No, we're going to stay and fight, and I think I know how to beat Grievous at his own game.
Our spies were right, General. The Jedi have positioned a fleet beyond the planetary rings.
Move our ships
through the asteroid field to engage them.
Padme is there at the end of Hunt for Malevolence.
If we attack from above, they will have the advantage. So we will go through the rocks.
That didn't sound good.
All power to the forward shields.
What if they attack us from behind?
They can't. The asteroids will protect us.
The asteroids will protect you. Okay. Alright. I'm going to turn that back down, and hopefully things work out better this time. Okay. You don't want to go up there.
Say that.
Sir,
Let's let them come up.
Did you mean
Anakin,
mine
stop it.
or yours?
sir, we need you to clear the area of all enemies. Look to the sky.
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
Sir, all your squad mates have been destroyed.
Your move, General.
Sir, we've lost another ship. A couple more hits like that.
They activated this time.
We're receiving an urgent transmission.
All your squad mates have been destroyed.
Turn that music back on. Did I turn that all the way off? Okay. Sorry to have to do that, but
What's your size?
I have to
Transmitting the
do what I can.
Yes, Admiral.
This is
I don't know
Admiral
how much longer we can hold them off. Hurry.
Surrendered by
Should have moved a little bit further up so that we'd take advantage of them for longer, but we still got a good chunk of damage out of that.
Squadron's at half strength. Cannons loaded.
Okay, you gotta do that. Take your time. It's fine. We're not in a fight for our lives or anything.
They've destroyed our lasers. Sir, this is for squadron, sir. We're in pretty bad shape out here. We've lost the missile launchers.
How about we show General
We
Kenobi
need
how
you to
it's
take them
done?
out. They just don't learn, do they? We're here. Awaiting your orders,
Alright.
sir.
Hopefully we'll be able to kill off Grievous properly as well.
Let's blow something up. Coming in
Launch
fast.
the fighters. Pull forward.
Because I kind of feel like it might be a scripting thing that's trying to stop what is it? Nope. We're good. We're good. Something in the script just failed to load, which EaW can do sometimes. Got a bad feeling about this. General Skywalker's fighter has been damaged. His life signals are weak but steady. You can begin with the reloading of the walkers, Admiral. I'll find Anakin. I will find Anakin. Very well, Commander. Good luck. Not all battles from the Clone Wars Imperial Crest. That's a lot of space battles. A lot of ground battles as well. But there are a good chunk of them. Along with other sources that we use. The Outer Rim is in chaos, General. Grievous is glassing planets from Desevro to Faline, always knowing where and when to attack, yet that isn't the only problem. Our treaty with the Hutts is fragile. Only the fact that they hate the Seppies more than us keeps them at bay. Any provocation can turn our allies into enemies. Alright. I propose we focus our campaign on these key planets and use them as staging points for further advancements. Anakin, Obi-Wan, Cody, Captain Rex, and Admiral Yularen are required to advance the story, liberate Ryloth, Pamont, Mintween, Raxus, Bospity, and Hepori. Alright, so we need Yularen in space and Obi-Wan required for land on Ryloth. I think Ryloth is pretty accessible. Oh, I didn't mean to grab whoever that is. Ryloth should be down here somewhere. So I think we're gonna go for Siskine first. Is that one of the ones? No, we don't need Siskine. Bospity, Hypori. So we'll focus on this southern area. Mintween, Raxus, and Pamont are up there. Bospity's down here. Hypori's down here. Or Bospity's not actually that down here, is it? I'm so bad with the orientation of the map. Yeah, it's up there. which is kind of down overall. But we are going to start by moving you over there. You over there. And we're gonna take a cheeky little fill on our way.
Tactical battle imminent.
Oh. And I will need to adjust our difficulty as well. Because whenever it's really annoying, but whenever you use the in-game scripting to load a new campaign, it sets it to captain, and like it always goes to the medium difficulty, rather than taking whatever the player already has loaded. And unfortunately, that's not something we can script around. It's a little annoying. But this is the new historical GC for 0.3, so if you didn't see the Father Republic, or see the CIS playthrough as it, this might be a new one for a lot of you. The progressive maps have also been completely redone, but they're still progressive maps. It's most annoying with the progressive maps, since we use the same kind of loading setup for them. Because a lot of players don't end up noticing that, so they'll be playing. They'll think they're gonna play on Recruit or on Admiral, and then they don't realize that it's on Captain. So it either ends up as too easy or too hard for what they were intending to do. And that's why we have it saying the difficulty in the text in the galactic level as well. But that only gets you so far. Alright, Trade Federation retreating. I'll need to collect Obi-Wan. I think we have a few slots still open that we can use as well. Theoretically, what's the most amount of planets the game can handle in a single galactic quantum? There's not... I mean, there's technically a hard limit in that the characters... Like the string, the planet string has a... The game will just crash rather than load. And that's why some of the larger maps can't be in the GOG or disc versions when we used to be able to support those before we had to stop entirely for other reasons. The Steam version has always been able to load more of them. We do have Nala Se here. But it's still not what it could be. Like, you can get into the hundreds, but like the thing is, the more planets you have, the laggier it's going to be. So it all depends on what your personal willingness to put up with that is. And it also, like, beyond that, it depends on like the scale of what's going on in the game. Are there any other scripts running? It's like it'd scale worse for us because we have scripts that run that like change what they're doing based on, or become more intensive based on having more planets. Don't really change what they're doing.
Choose your reinforcements.
Whereas in the base game, you could end up with a higher number without the same impacts on performance.
Maximum unit capacity.
So it's very context specific. There's no news on Imperial Reign just yet. There will be eventually.
We've secured a landing zone.
Being able to set a preferred ship wouldn't really be possible. That'd be a bunch of build options, and that contributes to lag a lot as well, because the AI has to cycle through those options regardless of whether they're gonna care about building them or not, unless they're like entirely locked off or an upgrade thing. So you can do that, but it's still a lot of additional objects in the code. Okay, let's see if we can get into the victory point over here. They don't have the most units in this area. But with this landing zone, we should be able to get some additional support in here. Our artillery is hopefully not going to die. But we might be a little bit far to hit anything in the battleground with it. Alright, I'm going to let the ATTE go for the MTT. You should be able to win off that. And Obi-Wan, just go straight into the victory point. We'll get our infantry to try to take MPTs. Alright, you got that. You're coming in. Let's get the artillery to help with the droid ahead. Because Obi-Wan is going to struggle a little bit on that. You can even just go straight over there now. Do you use Legends and canon material together in mods? No. It's a Legends mod. Thrawn's Revenge and Father Republic are Legends mods. So we only use stuff from the Legends continuity unless there's like specific gaps that make most sense to fill with that, with the other continuity. But Imperial Reign will have content from both. There'll be some Legends Galactic Conquest and some canon ones. My favorite ground unit for both the Republic and the CIS?
Planetary control achieved.
I mean, I don't know if the clones count as a possibility for that, because I do like the clones. It's a fun infantry faction.
Where are we headed?
And either super battle droids or I really like the GATs, honestly.
Loser buys the Jawa juice at Dexter's.
Let's move this bucket.
Good for the loser. That's, I mean, he did help us with this, so I can't be too upset with him. Do I have any open slots? Let's see what the overall situation is. We got Byler, we have an open Admiral, we have all of our Jedi full, we can do some Special Forces and Army officers. Alright. So, I am gonna get Baraka, considering we've got
Tactical battle imminent.
Pamont to go for. Will there be a Sith trio in Revan's Revenge? You mean the Triumvirate from KOTOR 2? Then yes. We've shown Nihilus in game, I think. And I think Philoraptor is going to be giving a try to make Scion. We don't have a model for Scion or Trey yet, but...
Yes, sir. Cruising speed.
Entering hyperspace now.
Accelerating. Closing on the target. On my way, Commander.
Anything that's in KOTOR and KOTOR 2 is generally a safe bet for being present in Revan's Revenge at some point, considering that's kind of the main content focus. That plus the Mandalorian Wars, but like KOTOR and KOTOR 2 are the primary inspirations.
All lights are green. Preparing assault cell. Sir, there's still technology.
Okay, I think...
At your command. Heading for attack coordinates. Ready for
Yeah, we kind of got him.
your orders, General. Watch your flanks.
Got him good.
Tri-fighter right behind you. This is Beta Squadron reporting in.
I'm hit.
Do we need to go further? I think I'm going to start moving in towards the
He's right behind me.
structures. There we go.
The operation has failed. Your orders?
There's a lot of mini guys coming up here, but we killed most of their other units. I'm a bit worried about going for Hypori,
We'll hold this position until you return.
but even then I think, like, it's Rimward starts a lot more built up, so does Dirge's Lance, but compared to the way we typically set up starting forces now, which is more oriented towards the structures and then you can build up the forces on your own. But Rimward and Dirge's Lance and Operation Shadowhand and Thrawn's Revenge are kind of the exceptions to those new rules that kind of fit more with the way we would set up Galactic Conquest in Point 2. Why did the chicken cross the road? Because I wanted to turn it into chicken strips or chicken wings, and they didn't want that. I had some nice chicken wings for lunch today. I'll probably have some chicken wings for lunch tomorrow. Loblaws was having a sale, so it's not just because I happen to always eat chicken wings. It's just, I mean, I kind of do. Will Darth Bandon be present in the first version of Revan's Revenge? I don't know about the first version for Bandon. He's pretty high priority for Sith heroes, but he's not necessarily someone that I would hold off the release for. So ideally, yes. He shouldn't be that hard to make, which is nice, because he's basically just like a generic model. But he will be there at some point.
get one chance.
The enemy is in full retreat. Sir, multiple enemy squads heading towards us.
Because
We're going to need you to hold them off.
there's a higher number of Sith Lord heroes that are viable in the period than you might think. We do try to pull from everything, but as a KOTOR character, he gets special consideration. And at that point, it's just like, who on the team wants to make whatever asset? Would some fanon be a possibility to get like the Liberation, or is that super cool, or that super cool ISD3 that AOTR has? We don't think there's a need for us to make up ship types generally. Like, the Empire has more than enough units, so that's not really an area that needs them. And the Liberation is their creation. That's not a thing we're going to be touching either. Okay, they need to stop with this. That's 110. I wonder if we'd be able to...
Research complete.
Should be able to win this with what we got. Like, we're at a bit of a disadvantage, but I think the ships we have, we can pull that off with. Might be... no, not with the...
Choose your
Well,
reinforcements.
let's see if we can kill the others.
Copy. Engaging drive thrusters. I copy.
If we can keep our ships oriented the right way, it wouldn't be impossible. But yeah, like, Liberation's their creation. We're not just going to steal it from them, and...
Ready to help. Got you on the comm. Battle stations. Charging generator.
I like Shaq, but I'm not looking to make Shaq a hero in the mod.
Target at maximum firepower. Locked on target. Destroyer ready. We will fight if we must. Whatever it was they were looking for, it looks like they already.
And there's more than enough ISD variants without having to use the Warlords models fanon.
Loading ordnance. This is the captain.
I mean, I was pretty explicit saying where we don't need to, but
Hold your position.
like the Empire of the Hand roster, that's a faction where we know that they had a navy, but where there were no designs developed in universe. So, well, there's like stuff with names, so we had to make up the designs, and then we extrapolate that and build a roster for them. Whereas for the Empire, there's a trillion ships we can give them that are based on actual in-universe designs, so we don't need to make one up, and we don't need to use outside fanon for it. There's no reason to fill that gap when the gap doesn't exist. And even when it comes to the Empire of the Hand stuff, we create our own designs rather than going elsewhere for them. We do not have the Bad Batch as a hero unit. We'd be willing to if we ever make the assets, but that's 5 new infantry models for them, which is a lot to do, because they have pretty unique armor.
Right, sir. I've lost count. How many does that make? Ready, sir. Captain here. We aid you. Take down that interceptor. Got it. Battle stations. Destroyer station.
Okay, let's try to make sure we get their bombers out, and we need to destroy that.
So, we can't take much more of this.
Come on, no, just focus that down. You don't need anything else.
Ready to update orders. Loading ordnance. There's not much time left on your tail.
Alright, that's good enough for now. We got rid of all of his support, and I'd rather come in fresh if we can. Hopefully we don't lose that acclimator. Okay, got for the engines last. You have plans to create story missions inspired by KOTOR 1 and 2? Yep. The story mission stuff will ideally end up in all the mods. So TR will get some, Revenge Revenge will get some, Fall of the Republic will get more. It probably won't be in 0.3 for Revenge Revenge, but we'll be getting there at some point.
Tactical battle imminent.
Because the first thing we're going to be doing when 1.3 comes out for Fall of the Republic is Joel and I, Joel's been doing most of the mission design for Fall of the Republic. In 0.3, we're going to be looking at the code, seeing where we can optimize some of that, come up with some functions to make it a bit easier to put in new missions, do some optimization by adding for loops in some places, because he doesn't like for loops, but they'd be helpful. And from there, it'd hopefully be a bit easier to spread them out a bit more. So just smooth out any of the outstanding rough areas and hopefully get some for Revan's Revenge sooner than later. Oh, come on.
Ahead to that target. Yes, sir. Yes, Commander. Concentrating fire. One shot, one kill. Yes.
Well, I should have known they'd want to leave. Oh well. The Acclimator 2 is actually among the highest DPS per pop. So they're nice little toys to have. Since Bothway, all of Grievous's traces have turned cold. Whatever that droid is planning, I don't want any surprises. We need to construct a surveillance outpost on Rishi to monitor all movements in the area. Okay. I mean, I could just do that. Anakin. I think I need a station back. Excuse me, Huts. You're not supposed to... You're not supposed to have AI for one thing. Who even are you? Solenoid, Krellian Corvette. Alright, first we'll get in there. Spy another day, really? Joel. Well, first, let's get Siskine.
Invasion commencing.
Or...
Building started.
Cue that up, that's 1500. Where else do we want to get anything? Munis Mandel, I'm gonna get a hypervelocity gun at. Who's that? That is Minor Warlords. Need to change that text. That should be Independent Forces rather than Warlords. Or not change the text, change the affiliation.
You're as skilled as ever.
Choose your
Yeah, there are other historical campaigns and missions and stuff that we do eventually want to add for Fall of the Republic. Some of them would be also in progressive maps, so not just in the story campaigns. They'll possibly implement it a little bit differently.
Anakin's faith in you is well placed. Never give the high ground.
I probably should have brought in some other infantry for Obi-Wan, but...
A little different to face an experienced Jedi, isn't it?
Well, let's actually... Let's let him do his thing. He'll be fine. We'll send some Jedi up there, or some clones up there, not some Jedi.
Finally decided to come out.
Got some money. And you should be able to drop some clones on that. There you go. Now that's ours. Okay, that's a little bit scarier. Move back. And some ATTEs, and some artillery can go there. Alright, that is still a little scary, but I think with them splitting that way, I might be able to keep that intact. We gotta make sure these Hellfires don't survive, because that's a problem for the infantry. Come on, get over there. Don't let that get away. That's your one job. Okay, now we come around there.
You are the only person I've ever seen make Master Windu
Hopefully
smile.
yeah, they're splitting, but not in a way that actually will destroy us all.
I don't know if I should curse you or congratulate you.
There are...
In my
Okay.
experience, there's no such thing as luck, only skill. You cannot hurt
Now
me.
Obi-Wan can just go slap the tanks in the face. Not if they run. Okay, Obi-Wan, that's just cheating. So don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, can you go around the edge there? I'm just gonna... Nope. Run. Or fly. Fly. Not run. There you go.
I can sense your frustration.
So... I think... That's good. We'll just bring in some special ops to stand there and be pretty while we finish off the battle.
Proud of all the pain and horror you created.
Bombing run available.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can just barely miss those structures. Alright.
Unit destroyed.
Oh, there was an AA turret there. The more you know. Hey, I did just miss it.
You haven't won yet,
Perfect.
old friend.
And we lost the lat. That actually probably would have destroyed it if not for the AA turrets. But it's just those two structures left. That might be a field base. I'm gonna get some bikes to go out and scout whether they actually built anything on that. Okay, Obi-Wan, it goes better if you do the thing I tell you to. There. That's all I ask for, Obi-Wan, is for you to follow instructions. Just be the nice little obedient Jedi that you're famous for being. Right, speeders into there. There must be a field base over on that there. We don't need to destroy the field base, but we need to destroy anything that comes out of the field base. With the turrets there, that's going to be tricky. We just gotta track them down somewhere else. Well, let's bomb them.
Bombardment available.
Where are we gonna find more infantry? I don't know why they're not retreating yet either. I've clearly ruined their lives. Is that gonna be it? B1s? There's some there as well. There we go. Perfect.
System control achieved. Beginning construction.
The huts are getting some ideas, which
Safety check complete.
Tactical battle imminent.
it's kind of their own deal. All right, into Ryloth. We have announced a release date for Fall of the Republic. It's going to be coming on the 18th. So, just over a week and a half? Or, I mean, it depends on how you define it. Ryloth system. Outer Rim. Oh, I didn't change the music. Oh well. If I press escape, I think that's going to cancel the cutscene. Damn it. Yeah. Sorry. It's amount of squadrons, Scott. It's starting squadrons and then reserve squadrons. There is no release date planned for Thrawn's Revenge yet. We'll be entering beta at some point after Fall of the Republic comes out, and then only once we're in beta will we have any idea what we're going to be looking at for a release window.
You got the commander.
All right, come on over.
I suggest focus on the turbo lasers.
Sir, there's still Techno-Union ships in the area. Commencing attack on gun towers.
Hopefully they're ELOM so that they can't handle the unstructured attack profile of a Marg Sable.
Sir, we've lost you on the sensors. We'll
Choose your reinforcements.
Anchors away. Where are we headed? Moving into positions on your command. We must turn back.
Entering hyperspace now.
I wanted to see if I could just do it with the Y-Wings, but it was a little iffy.
Sir, incoming transmission from the command center.
I mean, Rhino, this is test build 2, so there's plenty of stuff that's been fixed since this. But I'll turn the audio back on for.
Awaiting your orders, sir.
Because this is from like the second day of the beta. Oh no! Don't make that music. All right, and we got Obi-Wan.
Tactical battle imminent.
I won't ask why Anakin's in an escape pod, but at least he was successful. I'll lead the next phase personally. Will there ever be a starting position change for the FTG UCIS? Starting on Sereno, there are so few high battle planets. I mean, eventually the from the ground up planets will get completely rebuilt. It's just that wasn't in scope for this release. Ryloth, a few cycles later. Really, it's the same galactic cycle. Anakin's assault has been surprisingly successful. We can now begin with the landing of our troops on the surface. I'm gonna get claimed again. Our sensors are picking up a large field of heavy artillery. We can't risk landing them until the guns are destroyed. Fall back, we'll take care of it. Who's up for a challenge? We're not getting any reinforcements until those guns are out of commission. Alright, so I didn't need the music on for that. So I'm just gonna turn that down.
Things can change very quickly.
Alright, we're going for some guns. And I'll turn that up. I have not played any
an army of your
Hearts of
might
Iron.
pose a challenge to the Jedi.
Star Wars mods. Only regular.
Force will be
I've only done like one playthrough of Hearts of Iron in my life.
Back at it.
Modded or unmodded.
Droids around the objective. You see metal, you shoot.
Never give the high ground. Programming is no substitute for a lifetime of training.
I can just use sprint on them. We'll be fine, right?
I don't know if I should curse you or congratulate you.
Okay, well you guys are... You're gonna be a little dead. That's your fault for going that direction. Who are the two heroes? These are Waxer and Boyle. Two clones.
Remember, combat must always be your last resort. I'd hate to be in your shoes right now.
What do you want to do? Get the field base. Be a deer. And get him out of here. Yeah, I've seen other people, like I've seen that they exist at least, and I do kind of want to play one of them in the near future, but with the landing zone under our control, we can begin attack on the city. But we need to be careful. The droids are using the Twi'leks as living shields. That's rude of them. They shouldn't do that. Nope, you just gotta say hi.
Hi.
Oh.
One only improves by facing a more skilled opponent.
Is that I kind of want to use the now that I'm doing the recordings of the Let's Play episodes offline for, or like not live on stream for the playthroughs. I'm gonna be trying to use. I'm gonna try to do some other games and some other Star Wars mods and stuff on those streams, and then do more of the like challenge playthrough kind of deals.
You haven't won yet, old friend. Let go your conscious self. Act on instinct.
Okay, you should be able to get those. I do need to.
You cannot hope to defeat me. Let's talk.
Need to make sure Obi-Wan doesn't just die on his own. Probably don't want to just bomb the city.
You would be very proud. Your eyes can deceive you. Don't trust them. Your skills have not diminished in the least.
I think we want that turret.
The Separatists built a new droid.
No, we wanna get everyone else over here first. I'll get Obi-Wan to kill that one, or to destroy that one.
Y-wing standing by.
Bombing run canceled.
Probably not great for the city. Probably. It's always a little bit scary attacking the turrets with the heroes, but they eventually hit. Okay, Obi-Wan. One of those.
Choose your reinforcements.
It's gonna be sad if we lose that. Oh well. So we're only gonna get that one and then just in time to lose everything else. We'll keep you over here and then can I get you to just go back there?
I'd work on my defensive forms if I were you. I'd be proud of all the pain and horror you did.
So maybe then we can just get a nice little capture. I have done I've played the TIE Fighter Reimagined mod. I did a couple episodes of that, but like I don't love TIE Fighter. X-Men Alliance I'd probably give another shot to, but TIE Fighter just kind of I don't have nostalgia for it, and it's just kind of a lot of waiting. And then dying. So yeah, it's not really. Not really one that I'm super likely to go back to. But I did do the first few missions. Which is kind of annoying not having like save points in it, because it's like 10 minutes of flying to a destination, and then if you die, which can happen in the space of about 2 seconds, you've got to do all that waiting again, and then there's just nothing going on. So it's like, I don't know. When I could have literally the exact same experience by just going and reading while I'm waiting, then I'm less interested in it, especially when I'm trying to record. If I do like 10 minutes of speaking and then I can't use that because I've died 60 times on the mission, I don't want to have a 10-hour episode of me failing repeatedly, that gets annoying. So it makes it particularly unattractive to try to stream. Yeah, let's start heading over to that. We did lose, was that Waxer or Boyle we lost? We lost Waxer. Very sad. There are a few Stellaris mods that converted to Star Wars. I've done a few playthroughs of those as well, and I'll probably have a few more that I try to do in the near future. I'm probably going to try some of the Hearts of Iron ones before I get back to Stellaris, actually.
Things can change very quickly. You haven't won yet, old friend. Had enough, old boy. Let's see you get out of this.
I don't know if we're going to be able to shoot that as reliably. Looks like we can. Yeah, how did you get so far? Just gotta make Obi-Wan, or make sure Obi-Wan is not getting shot in the face a lot. You're gonna be just protecting them. Oh, these Twi'leks were enslaved by the Separatists. Now they are willing to help us free their planet. That's nice of them. They're a little bit late to the party at this point. Yeah, there's a New Dawn. There's the other one. No, not New Horizons. That's a Star Trek one. There was some drama with them because like 2 of the Star Wars teams are kind of split off from each other. So that was a thing as well.
Hello there. This is a distant
Obi-Wan lunch break's over. Finish the turn off. Then you can go. But I think I've done a playthrough of all of the Star Wars ones on the channel at some point or other. Some more recently than others. Poor Twi'leks. They're just shooting through all their structures. Obi-Wan, go get the other one. It's right there. And get the planetary shield. Okay, I think that's all the J1s. There might still be a J1 or a field base somewhere. I don't see any more flashing. I think we're good.
Finally decided to come out of hiding.
Bombardment available.
Make that as localized as possible. I'll feel less bad about blowing up that there. Okay, that would have been some debris in their living room at the very least.
Come back for a little remedial training.
I believe I was promised some Twilight friends. I did actually. So I made a male Twi'lek head, which we haven't used anywhere yet. That'll just be available to add so much more depth to Ryloth in the future. Oh, I think we need a field base for you. Oh, never mind, we're in range.
Turret support online. Bosanochi, Chihaku. Jungima. Machati.
Yeah, they don't want to move. Understandable. I don't often want to move either.
Shield deployed. Squad sent together.
Are there anyone in there? No, that's just owned by them. Damn, they destroyed our field base as well.
1, 2, 3. Here we go. Great. Job's not over yet.
Is the Duskin League still planned? Yes. We actually have some fresh designs for their ground stuff as well. They are probably not the next playable faction to be reintroduced, but they're getting some things. All right, enjoy bombing the Twi'lek City.
Disruption now. Shoot him down. Ready for backup.
Did you create variants for them, Joel, or are they just the base game indigenous ones? Because it's a bit different, the requirements that the indigenous squads have for spawning. You can just make a variant using a regular squad setup. Republic victory is at hand. Clone troopers under the command of the Jedi have successfully invaded the Separatist-occupied world of Ryloth. Anakin Skywalker battles the enemy in the skies, while Obi-Wan Kenobi frees villages from the grip of the vile Separatist leader Wat Tambor. Now Jedi General Mace Windu leads the attack on the enemy lines in the final offensive to liberate the capital city of Lesu, which is like Leku, but less. Ooh. The capital of Ryloth. Campfire? Campfire. I feel like this is another one where I'm missing the audio. I definitely need some subtitles for these as well. And these are some fresh models for this version as well. We got the Wat Tambor model.
Enemy contact.
Meanwhile, several kilometers away. They're tearing us apart. We need to take out these tanks. Bring me Lightning Squadron. Right, just you just run through there. Okay, keep just running through. No, don't do it. Just focus over here. Focus over there.
AT-AT destroyed.
The ridge should probably be lowered a bit so that
AT-AT destroyed.
EaW's projectile issues aren't going to be as prominent, because it's going to be very difficult for anyone to shoot anyone this way.
AT-AT destroyed.
You think players could build loadouts for ships like in Solaris? That would be cool. You can't do any of that kind of customization in Empire War. Like, you can't change ship loadouts in the game. That is not a thing that can be modded.
Where is your focus?
So unfortunately, that would be impossible. Like, I may as well just hold here, because we're not going to be able to shoot them, but they're not going to be able to shoot us. Don't do it. You're all just going to die. No, you're... Stay there. Stay there. Stay there. What were the Avitha doing during the Clone Wars? Basically nothing. They had barely made it into the status of interstellar species by that point.
Wisecracks will not help.
Bombing run available.
Bombers at the ready. Gold Squadron commencing attack.
Are we gonna get fucked up by them?
The Council is concerned at your connection to Chancellor Palpatine.
Unit destroyed.
The best you can do is imitate source.
Yeah, we don't have. Okay, let's get up there then.
This war will destroy the Jedi. This fight doesn't end until you end my destiny.
Unit destroyed.
At least we can kill some of these. See, it works out better when it's less of a steep thing there. Like the difference between that, you just end up intercepting the thing,
Wisecracks will not help
the terrain. So I think this should probably come down a little bit more. So at least they're not just gonna miss each other the whole time.
The Republic will be restored.
But I think we made it. I don't think we're following through there.
You are fortunate to find.
Yeah, let's get the sensor. We did make it through with enough ATTEs for them not to fail me. Oh, you're going too far. Don't do that. Go capture that.
It takes a lot to impress me.
We add clone voiceovers to the spaceships like fighters. Also, you have one type of fighter that when you select it says TIE Squadron will be fixed. I mean, there is a TIE fighter in the mod, so... It's impossible to have everything with a unique VO, but like a lot of the fighters do have clone pilots, and those ones have clone voiceovers. So I'd have to know exactly what you're talking about, because they're not all necessarily... they're not all necessarily piloted by clones. There were more than just clones in the Republic military. We tried. But I think we did enough damage on the way over that we're probably pretty safe coming in here. I'm gonna see if I can maybe just bomb what. Gotta look for ways to break the missions right now. That's what testing's for. Who was the leader of the Pentastar Element after the death of Artis Kane? Unknown. But someone like EaW would be a reasonable guess, probably. Because he's probably not dead yet. Alright, can I find him? They were standing back here somewhere?
Bombers reporting in. They could be trouble.
Okay, there's one AT, or there's one AAT to kill. But, no! Come on. You can take out the Separatist leadership. No, it's fine. Alright, I feel like they're probably talking right now. I'm sure it's riveting conversation. Make sure not to draw any attention to us. Only when we control the bridge, our reinforcements follow us. Well, I think Cham needs more than just the head. Probably needs most of the body. Hopefully we'll have all the subtitles for all of it in sooner than later. Something's not right. According to the scanners, there are life signs on that transport. It's a trap! Attack! We need to defend the bridge and capture Tambor to end this once and for all. Here we go. Okay, I think you're supposed to be Cham? Yes. I mean, well, we can probably put Cham... Oh, they're all getting shot. Well, that's not great. We can probably put Cham on a human civilian head. Yeah, we can't come over there until those AA turrets are done, because that is all gonna just die. Let's try to get that side first. Where's Mace? He's slicing away. And then we can get you guys over here, because that AA turret's going to be dead in a second. I mean, this is the direction we need to go regardless. But it's also the section that will be less AA turreted. Where is Mace? Okay. We're good. What's my favorite Star Wars ship? The Starhawk is my favorite ship design. Recusant is after that. Those are my top two. Strike cruisers are up there somewhere as well. Alright, you guys can hang out at that. And... think we got it. I am Wat Tambor, and I'm surrendering. You guys are so good at this. I loved enjoying this battle with you all. Yes, we are the people of Ryloth, and now we are going to take the planet back for ourselves. Oh. There you go. Who needs subtitles?
Beginning construction.
Who needs them? And we get Orn Free Ta. Minus 10% for everything. So I am also going to take Telenrug.
Mission log updated.
2 heavy factories will get some Class Cs. Still building the Rishi station, so we got 1 out of our 6 targets.
Construction complete.
Let's move this bucket.
Tactical battle imminent.
I'll probably do a regular save after this as well, because it's been an hour and 11 minutes and I have not saved yet. But we'll have a nice auto save on this one.
Choose your reinforcements.
Yes, sir.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Plot our course.
I'm about.
Consider it history.
In point 4, we should have all the Golans removed from the CIS, and we'll have all of their intended space stations in. We almost got there with point 3, but
All lights are green.
still a little bit to be done.
Your move, General.
Ready for command.
So we should be able to get Boz Pity next, and then it'll be the northern ones. Like I kind of want to get a better way to get all my forces up there, but the Hutts have been. I mean, they took Honegger. Just kind of needed them. Right, get up to Golan.
Where's the tick button? Where's the tick button?
We're basically just gonna murder them all as we fly through. That's all it takes. Look, there's a good chance of Darth Jar Jar showing up somewhere. Not to spoil things, but if you look in the right places, you might just find something a little hidden. I'll just send the bombers and fighters up to the shipyard.
We're receiving an urgent transmission.
Awaiting your orders, sir. Yes, sir. Whatever it was they were looking
Like if
for.
people put in the effort to find certain things, then
Where's the tick button? Where's the tick button?
that needs to be rewarded.
All lights are green. Preparing assault salvo. Destroying the Techno-Union ship. Separatists ready for attack orders. Targeting at maximum.
Oh, we replaced the Golans with. So there will be at least one more level of banking clan defenses. So that'll be one of them. Maybe doing 3 of them. I'm not sure. Oh,
Planetary control
lost our Victor.
achieved. Building started.
Okay. I mean, we may as well just pop on over to Nilvan. No, you're on the wrong side. You're not supposed to attack us. They have a Sabaoth. That's a Rikizan Dreadnought. Okay, it's not happening. So I need to save Rimward. I should probably put our money into this side of the galaxy. Pamont we're not capturing. But possibly take Mintuine with what we have already. Was that the one with the suggested... Yeah, no, it's Raxus that does. So if we can... It really depends what's there. So, I mean... Why not give it a try? Okay, that's why not give it a try. Look, you have to check sometimes. It's, you know... Sometimes... actually...
Choose your reinforcements.
No. Not with those shipyard garrisons. We need more.
Calculating jump to light speed.
Give me more. Give me more. Maybe the Huts will do us a favor and take out some of their other stuff. We have a lot of money for this. How many build pads could we reasonably expect? No, we'll probably just... You know what? Let's give it a shot. We'll try it. We'll take some landing pads, we get some field bases, see if we can get enough turrets for this to be worth it.
Scanning inventory.
It's about time. Come on.
This should be fun. This should be fun.
This is... Okay, one of you... No, don't actually do that. I lied.
Constructing. We've secured a landing zone.
I want
Turrets
an AA turret.
constructing. We've secured a landing zone.
Get over there.
Sir, little help?
If we can get to this turret.
Construction complete.
And then we can get over to that.
Complete. Construction complete. We've captured an abandoned turbo laser tower.
Oh, droids.
Base is under attack.
That's too many droids.
This should be
Run! Run, dead Jedi. Okay, you're gone.
Watch those wrist rockets. Better too fast.
We're kind of fucked.
Covering fire.
Reinforcement point contested.
Not bad, not bad. Ready for battle. Ready for battle.
They even destroyed our...
Pirate skiff blow-by.
Nope, our turbo laser. Come on.
Give me a target.
Come in closer.
Pirate skiff here.
Come to the mines. Come to the mines. Okay, we're not.
Power generator destroyed.
It's not the map I thought it was actually going to be. Like, we probably could have killed some stuff on the way in, but it would have been quite some time that we were there. Oh, we actually auto-resolved through some enemies.
Tactical battle imminent.
Might be a ground auto-resolve. Hopefully don't kill Obi-Wan that way.
We got you covered.
Choose your reinforcements.
Where are we headed?
Like, we need this force to get up north. I'm gonna spend all of our money up north and spend all of our fleets down south till we have all that set up and ready to go.
This is Admiral Yularen.
Ready to deliver.
They just got Novan through a mission.
Fire at will.
I wonder if they get Mintuine and Pamont, if we can just snag them when that happens. So they'll get the units, but they won't get the structures right away. They'll get fewer structures. Is that cheating? Who am I to say? Really, what even is cheating? It's just taking advantage of opportunities when they present themselves. That's all.
What an extraordinary experience.
Shuttle en route.
So what's the easiest way for us to get up north? It kind of is just down here.
Beginning construction.
The huts are going to be annoying with that.
Construction complete. Invasion commencing.
Because if we go up through Rigneldia, then we go over the one planet, we're good, but, like, that's a really stretched out area to go through.
Our base is under attack. Choose your reinforcements.
Ah, just like old times.
Reinforcements cancelled.
What I could also try to do is relocate some of my command staff.
You perceive the
particularly
force as
Baraka.
a spoon perceives a taste of food. Good job.
I probably should have recruited him up north to begin with, honestly. Okay, we got you. I'm not going to build that. Get some artillery. 'Cause we're going to want to go up that side. Okay, where is Obi-Wan? You are coming this way. Alright, did we get artilleries? Artilleried? I don't think we got artillery. Could the Naboo police cruiser be added as a garrison unit on Naboo? In the future, there will definitely be more local units added, but it's often a question of assets as far as when it happens. We are hoping in the future to put a bit more into militia or like local forces in general, especially as we've finished more of the core content for Fall of the Republic.
You've grown used to the bitter taste of defeat. An army of your kind might pose a challenge to the Jedi. I'd hate to be in your shoes right
Okay,
now.
let's get that turret.
So long, I've forgotten what it's like to face a real opponent.
You can go up this north way. You guys can move back and take cover. But there are a few planets that would get vehicles as part of their militia-style units. Okay, don't just sit there and get shot. That's not what you want to do. That would be bad.
Unit destroyed.
You are the only person I've ever seen make Master Windu smile.
Just keep going up there. You're just a disappointment to me right now, Saber Tanks. Stop getting shot.
Base is under attack.
You'll be very proud.
Alright, we need those so that once this is ready in about 2 seconds, we can bomb them properly.
The Force is
Come on.
my ally. You're fighting rather poorly
Roger
today,
that.
wouldn't you agree?
Computers locked on target.
Get
I'm
him.
sure you'll win next time.
Get him.
I'd
Oh,
say it's time to retreat. For Dooku's attack dog, you're all bark and no bite.
They've decided they were got.
System control achieved.
We may as well pop into Brezhnev with it being right there. I will need to keep an eye on our infrastructure.
All the fuss over this secret weapon is hardly justified.
Tactical battle imminent.
Did they just get Rusan? No, Rusan is still those. Ooh, Ubrikia is going to be easy to take. A lot of these they're just getting now, so we can kind of sneak up and do some damage that way. Maybe hit a nice boss pity on the way.
Plot our course as you wish, General.
Please need a pity.
Consider it history. Closing on the target.
Alright, our little katana fleet situation can go for the shipyard.
Moving into positions on your command. Understood. Ready to commence. Awaiting your orders, sir. Ready to deliver.
Because I feel like we don't need everyone back here.
Your orders? Main cannons charged. They could be trouble. Taking the offensive. Retreat. At your command. All eyes agreed.
on my 6.
Moving into attack position.
Okay, they are doing a very hard job of destroying an undefended station all on their own. And I think we're all proud of them. We can pull in Ahsoka from where she is. Because we don't need too much more in the south here. We can just kind of build up some of the infrastructure. Make sure we're not going to overextend ourselves as we go. And make our way up through Charos, Nimban, and Brezhnev.
Construction.
Gotta be, I guess, Ubrikia first, then Charos. We could do Nimban. It'd be right there. Okay, we'll do that.
Bring her around.
Come
I've
on,
got a
Ahsoka.
very bad feeling about this.
Yeah, they have a lot of units here, but not so much in the structures. One structure. A planet located in the Tandon sector of the Midrim. It was a terrestrial world, primarily made out of plains and fields. Sounds beautiful. Let's kill it.
Reporting.
Or I guess we're not killing the planet, are we?
Why do I have to do everything?
Well, we as a species kind of are, but not in this battle.
Awaiting orders.
Past
Alright.
bearded men in my life. Troublemaker.
You're gonna go in there. I am not a bearded man. That doesn't apply to me, Anakin. Okay, get that.
I've seen tons of guys like you.
Guns online.
I guess I might need to defend here. Okay, you guys go through that.
Hello,
Oh, Michael and Delta Ray.
We've secured the landing zone.
All right, get back out of there. You guys come in. We gotta let the clones out.
Unit destroyed.
It'd be a bad idea to tell them to attack that. Okay. That's a bit of a mess. We can come in behind them. Anakin, you especially are going to do a lot there. That's actually not too horrible of a a set of enemy units to fight. The AATs are the scariest ones. The rest look like a lot, but they're very specific purpose. And I just need to make sure you don't get too close to the various AA units. Because it's just transports and stuff. Transports and AA.
Our base is under attack.
Is there a reason you chose the Siege of Mandalore Ahsoka skin instead of the Season 3 through 5? I mean, those ones are... She's barely wearing anything, essentially. So we went with the cooler outfit that has caused fewer creepy comments on the internet. Which sounds like blaming her for the way that weirdos on the internet act, but we also don't want to give the weirdos on the internet what they want.
Anyone else feeling reckless?
Hey. Lot of firepower there.
Bombing.
Y-wing here.
We need to destroy it.
Warfire ready.
Planetary control achieved. Building
Okay,
started.
we have some credits, so let's make sure
Beginning
we're
construction.
keeping up on some of our infrastructure. Christophsis, you can get some
Beginning
income.
construction.
No. No, we won't get that one. Tatooine. No, I think I should... Maybe we'll get one on Lyran.
Building under construction.
I guess Camino is better for it right now.
Building started.
Or always, but... Then, if we go up there now, that'll never be a bad
This reminds
choice.
me of a dream I had once, after too much blue milk.
Can we get to Gamora?
Come on. Understood.
I think we have enough ground units even on top of that. Alright. That's the weakest Lucre Hulk they could have. We are kind of low on overall space units here.
They're already in place.
Choose your reinforcements.
Where are we headed? Yes, sir.
So going two different directions can be a little risky.
Setting a course.
But I think it's better for us to
Yes, sir. Ready to deliver.
get through some of these planets now. They don't have a shipyard here yet.
Preparing assault salvo. Stand clear. Your orders?
That makes life a little bit easier.
Not a chance.
You got the captain. Sir.
Alright, and our bombers really only have one thing to do, and that's attack the Lucre Hulk.
I'm hit.
But these circumstances call for drastic measures.
So what are the other planets? We need Boz Pity, we need Mintuine Pamont. We got Ryloth. Raxus Secundus we need. Who was the fifth one?
We've got secondary reinforcements.
Controls aren't responding.
Looks easy, doesn't it?
Fire on those lasers. Ready for command.
But we only have one of the six. I'm not forgetting one that we've captured.
They won't hold up much longer. Good shooting. Target those lasers. Your orders?
Okay, I'm even gonna start sending the Invincible up towards
Fire on those lasers. I'm under attack. Sir, I'll
the
concentrate.
station.
Target those lasers. You've got one on you. Fire on those
And we are going to try to take all of their fighter bays out.
Target those lasers. My shields are gone. All lights are green. I'm transmitting the code ready for command. Taking the event
Where's
out.
the tick button? Where's the tick button?
Bail out. It's taking serious damage. Enemy reinforcements have arrived. Jamming our sensors.
Ooh.
Outnumbered.
There's actually more ground units here than I thought there were. So let's go kill those.
Do their job without our protection. My hull is critical.
What's your plan?
I'm under attack. Ready to deliver.
Sensors picking up enemy forces approaching up ahead.
Battle station.
I'm out of control.
This is my ship and my room.
We can't take.
Awaiting your orders, sir.
Just a jamming out.
Ready for attack orders. Preparing assault salvo. Stand clear.
That's the way it's done.
And that's just a diamond left. So they might try to retreat if we're not fast destroying these transports.
I'm hit.
Because that would actually be very sad. I might cry. I don't want to cry.
Where are we headed? Cannons charged. Let's move this
I don't know if I'd get like banned for that. I don't think you get banned for crying on stream. Maybe on Twitch, because who the fuck knows what Twitch is doing after their all the nonsense with their policy changes yesterday, and then claiming the policy changes weren't what they were saying they were. It was a whole thing. Very clearly just lying to everyone about their retraction. Because everyone got upset about them saying you weren't allowed to do like branded stuff. So sponsors, which are kind of important on Twitch.
How did I not see
Telling a bunch of creators like, oh no, you can't sponsor those. Seems kind of not bad. Good work. An inspection team will soon be sent to check if everything is in order on the moon. For now, our highest priority should be to find the location of Grievous's base. The RI has created a list of potential CIS planets that could host this listening outpost. Construct Rissi Station. Send a stealth unit to the following planets. Bimisari.
Construction complete.
Okay. I mean, will it count if I just send a probe? What was the other planet? I didn't check that. It was Hypori, which is still down here. But I don't need to take that yet. We're going to come back down for Hypori. Okay, we keep you separate. And then we kill him. Location Centaurus as well. Have I built on Brezhnia? I have built that. Munis Mandel, we have a hypervelocity gun on.
Building under
I should build up some of these...
Beginning construction. Beginning construction.
Planets in the south to stop the Hutts from feeling like they can just come in and kill us as well. Because that's kind of a thing we don't want them to do.
Tactical battle imminent.
Alright. Got a Lucre Hulk to kill, and if we can get up to the north on both sides, then we can just kind of keep the Hutts encircled, and I'll try not to piss them off, so that they don't take my planets. I'd rather they didn't take my planets just in general.
Understood. We're moving out, sir.
Moving to sector. Copy that, sir. Moving into positions on your
Okay,
command.
this time we have interdictors, and we have some healing as well. So the smaller stuff won't be as vulnerable to the Lucre Hulk. It is a lot of fighters. Okay.
We need you to clear the area in order to proceed. What would you require? Reading you. Vectoring to
The one thing that's kind of a problem is if we give the attack order, they're going to be more inclined to spread out. But if we don't, they might shoot other stuff. So I need to...
Our Quentin's here.
We are under attack. Requesting air support.
try to keep them both together and focused.
Standing by. Ready to command up much longer. Awaiting your orders, sir. Ready for attack orders. Target at maximum firepower.
I feel like we've just wasted some of our powered weapons, period. Okay, bombers are going in, fighters are staying around.
Destroyer holding. That takes care of that one. Your orders, General.
Mostly through the shields.
Delta here. Stay back. At your command. We'll crush those scum.
Alright, they're coming around.
Captain here.
How's Baraka? Okay, they're not actually getting anything on the heroes.
Reading you. Locked on target. Missile destroyer reporting in. We've cut off the enemy. Initiating combat protocols.
Fire on those lasers here.
Thanks, EaW Pathing. You're being unhelpful.
We'll take the fight to them. Where do you need assistance?
This is Bravo 4.
Alright, I might send the bombers onto you. It's not great having all these diamonds around. It's a little rough.
Give me a target.
Get it? Just need to finish off the fighter base. I think that's all the fighter bays down. Okay, that makes life so much easier. If we manage to not lose that acclimator, I'm gonna be so happy. Alright, get in there.
Ready to update orders. Stop them. Destroy them.
I don't know if you attacking that is the best use of everyone's time. Let's get the Carrix on that. No, that is not Mama Zinj. This is Bailur.
Reinforcements have been cut off. The reinforcements are being we'll win this.
Okay, we did lose the vendor or the acclimator. But I mean, it would have been cool if we did. Okay, I'm just gonna send the bombers over to the Golan because they're gonna be kind of at risk with all the laser cannons plus the diamonds. So if they can just go and get a nice early start for us, then we can protect them a little bit better as well.
Get us out of here. Charging generator. My hull is critical.
I need these LACs over here. This is a dangerous place for our hero, especially because she's going to have all the Lucrehulk's weapons come to bear on her. That's so many bombers for them. Okay, powered weapons, please. Okay, Bailur, getting through there. I'm gonna move the other Venator up a little bit. Let's get powered weapons back on. I think actually it makes sense for us to keep them in this area. Starting to get the fighters out. Our bombers are nearly through the Golan shields. Okay, keep going around there. Stop any body blocking that's going on. I don't actually think that's the real body blocking. I think that was just legitimately how much was happening.
We will fight if we must.
The operation has failed. The captain.
Venturing to the enemy. All stations ready.
Reinforcements have arrived.
They might be small, but we pack up punch.
Sabotage their vehicles.
We're being
Disable their
overwhelmed.
laser
We have to pull out.
Got you on the comm.
Okay. That's good.
Good work.
We've destroyed the Techno-Union ship.
Thank you, Admiral Emos. 29-month membership, very appreciated. Have you noticed saves getting less stable lately? No. I mean, point 3 did have some issues with that have hopefully been fixed with point 4. Or, sorry, point 2 and into point 3. But there's some stuff that's just unavoidable with the EaW. But it's not always trackable. If you're having like regular problems with save stability, then it might be that you have cloud sync on, which always causes save issues. And then like saving in tactical is always going to cause problems as well.
Engines idling. Copy. Shields are down. They're in our sights.
Like that's why we removed from the ground up as the Empire, because that was having save issues. But in general,
Acknowledged.
it shouldn't be a thing that's gone up. Outside of those specific situations I mentioned. Oh, that needed to happen. Jesus. Shrimping. Shrimping! God, I really need to crack more. Can that all just like... That'd be nice. Is the Empire FTGO coming back in 0.3? Yes. And hopefully whatever the issue with it was fixed. Because, like, it was fine, and then we did a hotfix that changed something entirely unrelated, and it started having issues. But there's been a lot of optimizations in 0.4 or 0.3, so hopefully it's not a problem. Like, Father Republic, we've been through the whole beta without any save issues reported, which is nice. There was one reported with Thrawn's Revenge, but it's a consistent issue with a specific iteration of a specific Galactic Conquest. So hopefully it's just limited to that and we can figure out what the specific thing going on there is. Yeah, if you're always having crashes like that, then there's got to be an underlying thing. Most likely cloud sync being enabled. Or saving in battles. Okay, and I think our ground forces over here should be more than enough to take Gamorre as well. Don't like that we lost the 2-axe, but it happens sometimes. Oh, and we do have Shakti over here. I thought Shakti was up north. So I'm just gonna move her over.
Make no mistake, they are coming.
Alright, we'll take Ubrikia first.
Invasion commencing.
How are all the stats looking? Economy, 21 grand. Military, they're dropping. We got more military and we got more planets. Was the TR issue the thing you hit this morning? No. It was what NMS reported. The thing you hit is a very different issue. Auto-resolve loops are not saves not loading.
Do you sense something?
Choose your reinforcements.
Master Skywalker is a great teacher.
Hey, check your map.
Have we met before?
I think the artillery should be able to hit from there.
At maximum unit capacity.
I was about to say that. Obi-Wan will be sorry he missed you.
Alright, hopefully, Anonymous, that was your problem. Hopefully. Because that can very regularly brick saves.
You need to plug in and recharge.
I hope the Jedi Council doesn't turn you into a grump like Master Windu.
How is it possible to progress through a GC, then continue through into another GC with Father Republic, for example? There's a story event. It's pretty simple that just loads specified Galactic Conquest. Like, that's also how we do the progressive map loading in Thrawn's Revenge and Father Republic. That's why you have to set the difficulty after you're in the game, because it's loading another campaign. Like, there's the map with one planet on it, and then it uses the planet name to tell it what it should load next. So it's just a standard story event that people have intended to use very often in mods. Like, it's unfortunate that you can't pass more information between them.
AT-AT destroyed.
But there's a few things we want to try to see whether there's any more information we can pass between it. Because, like, global variables, game state, none of that gets saved. The way that Joel has set it up to allow you to have, like, different things happening is by just loading an entirely different Galactic Conquest. Like, it loads either the version of Rimward with Malevolence still intact or not, or so it's not quite as flexible as you might hope, but it is still neat that I can do it.
Jedi Knights
A
in that
Padawan.
story.
I can destroy droids as quickly as the Separatists can manufacture them. Droids are for flying, not dueling. Another crushing victory. Are you sure?
Yeah, I assume Petroglyph doesn't have the... Oh, fuck. I assume Petroglyph doesn't have the logs actually being accepted.
You haven't won yet, old friend.
Sense conflict. Fall 1 Trandoshan.
Do I have your
Okay. Ahsoka, you're probably okay down there. I don't think we're gonna get our Jedi killed anymore. I do need to stop that from dying.
Hi there. I'm Ahsoka. And you are?
Fine, Ahsoka. You can stay.
I've ever seen make Master Windu smile.
Anakin, go and hit those.
Are you prepared to receive another humbling lesson in the art of lightsaber combat?
What's the matter? Someone forget to change the battery?
Bombing run available.
Had enough, old boy.
We secured a landing zone.
Reverend Disco knew of Hunt and be here.
Look around, stay sharp.
Okay, we'll get Lat in.
An army of your kind might
We'll
pose
take
a
out
challenge
some of
to Jedi.
these AA turrets so we can do a bombing run.
I've had better days.
We need to actually kill that
You're just
AA
another
turret
droid
as well.
destined for the scrap pile.
Job's not over yet. We do this together. Covering fire, go.
Yeah, the setup for Thrawn's Revenge you can basically expect to be similar, but Thrawn's Revenge is probably the lowest priority to add a ton of story in at this point. Like, it'll definitely get it, just it has so much stuff in it already that it's not gonna suffer too much if it's waiting longer than the other mods to get some of that, because there's a lot of emergent narratives that happen with all the factions being active and all the content within them. Whereas Revan's Revenge, especially, it has fewer units, fewer factions. It'll need a bit more help sooner.
System control achieved.
Oh, that's cool on us. That seems like leaking. I should do an actual save again here. God, I'm still not used to how fast it is now. Okay, will that actually open any new territory? No. So we can just go straight up to Charos.
Let's move this bucket.
We are getting kind of low, or we will be getting kind of low in infrastructure.
Protect the Chancellor.
We'll get to Gamor soon after that. Yeah, I think Charos and then Gamor, because we want to take the...
Construction complete.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me?
I'm sorry.
That's
Would you
rough.
prefer the quiet game of Dajara?
Construction complete.
Thanks, Empire at War.
Enemy fleet approaching.
Daria and Osis. I didn't realize we had Ayla Renan. Osis. Where is... Oh, right there. So that is going to be the huts. Very, very upsetting. It was just a level 1 station.
Choose your reinforcements.
Oh well.
Moving in the target zone. Get ready to move in. Moving in the target
Okay,
zone.
there's going to be a lot of units coming to be jerks.
Now go already.
So I need to hope the artillery's up for the task.
Underestimate my power. We've got superior forces and a Jedi. What have you got?
Stay with me, all right?
I don't place.
Having like 2 or 3, we should be fine. Okay, no, Anakin, when I say attack that, guess what? Not a suggestion, buddy. Let's get that straight. Alright, I'm gonna pull you back a little bit more. Oh.
This is so
Unit destroyed.
Okay, get back here, Anakin. What's even there? I guess that's technically within range.
Anyone else feeling reckless? Anyone else feeling reckless? Casting bearded men in my life.
The attempt to save that is not gonna be good. See 9 galaxy maps for the progressive campaigns and follow the Republic with factions like Hate, Chiss, etc. Does that mean these factions will be included in the map? So what you've probably seen is the text at the top of the map with the legend. That just shows, because those are the faction colors, that like they're not actually on the map. It's not impossible that like very, very, very far down the line, we'd try to do some unknown region stuff with them or some extra factions. Capons probably have the biggest chance of that, but like redesigning entire factions for that is not the most attractive thing for us to do. But yeah, don't take the legends on those to mean that that is actual planned content. All that means is we have the colors set in the spreadsheet for those.
One thing I hate more than bounty hunters, it's incompetent bounty hunters.
Thanks, creation.
Underestimate my power. Let's see how well that armor does against the lightsaber. Fine. We'll do it your way.
I guess I'll go up that way. You ever include elite squad? I mean, it's as viable as anything else, but depends on what specifically you're asking for.
This is Skywalker on site and ready to assist.
Yes, we've shown all the progressive maps for Thrawn's Revenge. There's 3 sizes of known galaxy and 3 sizes of full galaxy. The largest full galaxy map is 160 planets. I can't remember if it's 160 for known and 170 for full, or if it's 150 for known and 160 for full. I think it's 150 and 160. But it's somewhere between 160 and 170 planets for the largest map with the Empire of the Hand, plus all the other unknown regions content. I'm kind of surprised we managed to keep that artillery alive.
Dark side is so strong. It's like
like the thing with Elite Squadron is that for a lot of that stuff, and Renegade Squadron, for a lot of that stuff, when it comes to like function There's other things that are more interesting that do the same thing. And when it comes to story for some of those Battlefront games,
I've seen tons of guys.
they contradict in ways that aren't especially easy to overcome.
Anyone else feeling reckless? Come on.
Can you properly destroy that? We'll get him some help.
One lightsaber and they all start to scatter.
We secured a landing zone. Bombardment available.
I'm pretty sure I've shown all of the progressive maps. I might not have, but the video might have had it as well. I think I did a video that had a lot of them earlier on.
We're in a bit of a situation.
System conquered.
Thank you, Scott Smith.
Tactical battle imminent.
Oh. There's that recusant dreadnought that's been going around causing problems in the neighborhood. Yeah, that is the exact same fleet. Centauris, still Centauris, which is not complete. Circumtor.
Never have we been outmaneuvered by
Alright,
droids.
I am
System conquered.
being a little lazy on that. Which map are you? Yeah, that's not gonna be
System lost.
particularly possible. Okay, I need to spend the next week's credits on some of those ground structures that'll be able to defend up here. How many pop do we have? 148. This is the problem we're facing there, though. Do we have any full shipyards down on this end? No, we need to build one on Telenrag. What's your bonus? Okay. As if Galen will be an Imperial Reign, you can decide which Galen I mean. Galen Weston will not be an Imperial Reign. You'd basically, the problem is you'd probably put him on a planet and then he'd take all the money that it's supposed to make.
Yes, we need more knights.
Bearing set.
Testing the spirit.
For the Republic.
Okay.
Beginning construction.
Need
Building
that.
under construction.
Need that.
Constructing. Building under construction.
And we need... Oh, I guess I gotta cancel one of those.
Building cancelled.
We need you.
Building under construction.
Okay, what was the... We need Circumtor for that. Over 400 pop for Raxus. It's not making a recommendation for Pomont. Oh, Munus Mandel, we do have a shipyard down here.
Building cancelled.
Storytelling, right?
Enemy fleet approaching. Construction complete.
Cleared for
Construction
departure.
complete.
More ground
Well, we
cover.
need to go to Mimbon
There's
anyways.
much to hide.
I could get used to this.
Tactical battle imminent.
Did I ever... No, I didn't put any structures
Beginning
on there.
construction.
So I need to put
Building
structures
under
on there.
construction.
And I kind of want to get a
Constructing.
spy. I'm going to get 2 spies and see if we can see what's going on with them.
Invasion
Alright,
commencing.
that's going to be a hero and a structure. If they turn around and attack with that fleet from whatever planet they just attacked, then we're in trouble. But if they don't, we're not in trouble. This is a map that needs some either significant overhauls or just to be tossed. It's quite an
Choose your
old one.
reinforcements.
Alright, let's get our hero smash squadron in. No infantry.
Unit capacity.
The only fear you sense is your own.
Okay, well, enjoy that. Bye.
System conquered. Building started.
Her name sounds more like a sneeze than anything. But we gotta go to Boss Pity as well.
Tactical battle imminent.
Okay. Like, they've got that big recusant dreadnought fleet and the one down there. But, like, we have more military force than them in total. So that 170 pop that they have with that Lucre Hulk has to be
Choose your reinforcements.
like a good chunk of what they got.
know this strategy is very well.
So I think we might have just caused some problems for them.
Reinforcements cancelled.
The only thing is we
As you wish, Commander. Accelerating.
we need Mon Calamari freed, for one thing. I wish I could time it well enough to combine my fleets like the AI does. I've only managed to do it once or twice manually. Because then we could get into Pamont with that right fleet. But I guess we could send up Baraka in retreat, and that'd go to Mon Cal. It just then we'd absolutely need to be able to get out. Or we need to be able to take Pamont or Mintuine. And I'm not confident we would be able to because the garrisons from the shipyards would be considerable. Oh yeah, Bob did that. Damn. But we can at least give ourselves some more time to prepare. Or to cause problems for them until they break out. At the very least, they shouldn't be able to take the planets with it. Alright, let's get some diamonds. I'm not so worried about disrupting their economy. Like, we're on Admiral, but we're not on Cruel Admiral. And we have more territory than them. So we should have a relatively similar economy right now. Only going further and further into our favor over time. But it's not going to be a huge war of attrition.
I see you haven't forgotten everything I taught you.
Nope, I wanted to get in here.
Complete. Tactical battle
No,
imminent.
don't go to Belterone, you dicks. At least it'll be a bit more possible to defend there.
Construction complete. Tactical battle imminent.
I just want to drop the people on the planet. It is significantly harder to do some of these defenses with the lower infrastructure compared to the other maps.
Area secure.
Autogun ready to go.
No signs of life.
Okay, you know what?
Falling job.
We're gonna need you guys to get in.
Call it an accident. The more the merrier.
More fire ready. Autoguns online. Move forward.
Yeah, there's a planet outliner in game, Anonymous, which will show the stats.
We've secured a landing zone.
If you go into the other tabs of the holocron thing,
Terribly ugly. Really
that people
thing right behind me, isn't there?
rarely tread in.
Building under construction.
Roger.
I'm a holding up. Autogun ready to go. Going in.
Construction complete.
Are there any other turret pads we can get nearby? Let's get one of you out.
Sir, little help? Well, that sent a message.
Falling job. On the wall.
If we can stop them from getting the other landing zones.
I got you.
Yeah, just get out of there. Or don't. I've stuck you.
This place is dusty. Call it an accident.
Okay, they got anti-vehicle there. I think we're gonna get a repair platform.
Yes. Moving. Roger that.
Turret constructed.
Warm up.
I got you. Take another shot. I know there's no I in team, but I'm about to die out.
Repair station constructing.
Autoguns online. Watch that covering fire. Heavy recon. Turret online.
Okay, I don't think we'll be able to win, especially now that they have that other landing zone, but we might be able to cause some problems for them.
Copy. Advance.
We might be able to win on at least one of the sides, though. Okay, let's see if we can run them over. Okay, get up to that. Get an AI turret. And they're trying to bomb us over here. Okay. So, just get out of there.
Unit destroyed. Base is under attack. Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed.
Run over them if you can. Come on. Come on.
Unit destroyed.
Yeah, I'll open the menu after this. Don't do what you're doing. Just run over even our units if you have to. Come on. Come back over. I knew we lost all our units. That's sad.
Barracks destroyed.
Well, we're basically giving up the entire north side of the galaxy right now.
System lost.
Raxus is up there. It's Raxus Secundus that we need. Centimetrius. Oh, we do have a capital ship on you. I'm going to sell the barracks for an
Building
HP gun.
started. Construction complete.
Oh. Okay. Well, we're not going to Pamont yet.
Invasion commencing.
Oh, I never... Hold on. So there's the summary, which has your increase in pop cap. Your production. Let's see, go to them. But I'm kind of afraid of the subjugator. That's a little bit scary. Gargantel. It's just it's either a giant or it's a type of cheese.
If there's one thing
It's a Gargantel.
Choose your reinforcements.
Moving in the target zone. Get ready to move in. Defensive positions.
At maximum unit capacity.
Got an idea, but it's risky. I should have told R2 to keep the ship powered up. This is so unfair.
Ah,
If there's
never mind.
one thing I hate more than bounty
Not
hunters, it's incompetent bounty hunters.
Area's not secure. Get ready to move in. Let's do this. Now we're talking. All ready.
We've secured a
Do
landing
you mean
zone.
mine or yours?
Okay, can you get over to destroy that?
I don't have a lot of patience for thugs.
Get to the middle. We got it? Yeah. Oh, it's the arrow one. Oh well. Can't win them all.
Now we're talking. Come on. Fine job.
Alright, you are on that probably on your own.
So unfair. Well, at least it's not a
And I can leave the B ones, because that's going to make it easier for you.
Hey, check your map. Hey, check your map.
And Rex, we've been kind of leaving you, hanging you out to dry, so you can do some fun stuff this time.
They all start to scatter. I heard you were looking for a Jedi.
Going in tight. Shield deployed.
Okay, no, you can just stay where you are. You can just shoot whatever you got to shoot, because you can probably hit across most of this map. It's a relatively small one. Anakin, go into the base, or just get stuck. That's the other thing that you do sometimes.
Alright, so
Secured a landing zone.
Very lucky.
At maximum unit capacity.
Should probably send something to help that Juggernaut. That might be a nice gesture. Well, the artillery's helping. What more could you really want? Don't be greedy.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough, irritating. And it gets
Alright, we don't need additional help there. We're just gonna go into the base. How does the health of the heroes work? Because sometimes they feel invincible and sometimes they die in seconds. So with Jedi, they basically heal off of infantry shots. So if they're not dying, it's because there's a bunch of infantry shooting them, which is helping them stay alive. They're reflecting the damage, they're killing more enemies, and it's healing them a bit. If there's just like anti-infantry weapons and vehicles attacking them, then they're not going to have a good time. So whenever you're using Jedi, you want to make sure that you're having them attack groups of infantry and trying to avoid too many vehicles. If you're fighting against them, you want to make sure to not send a bunch of infantry at them, because that's not going to help. and you want to make sure that your anti-infantry vehicles are the ones doing the attacking. Alright, that's planet 2 out of 6.
Planetary control achieved.
I should probably put some barracks at some of these. And hopefully with... Okay, they left out of somewhere. Where'd they go? They snuck out. Alright, well... I think this is going to be a two-parter, because it's been just under 2.5 hours, and I do need to make sure that if I need to process the stream, that it doesn't take 7 hours to do it. So we're going to leave it there for this week. Possibly later this week on Friday, depending on how editing goes for the Order 66 video, I might be able to do the second part, probably the rest of the campaign. But if not, we'll be back here next Wednesday, continuing on Rimward and heading into the next campaign after that. Because we do want to go through all of the story campaigns available as the Republic here as we head towards our June 18th release date. Thank you so much for watching, though, and hope to see you next time. But first, Takardis is asking, have you considered creating a mod based on a different universe than Star Wars? For example, Mass Effect or Warhammer? I'd love to do a Mass Effect one if I was going to pick anything else. I have contributed to a Halo mod before, Farseer's ground skirmish only Halo mod, but it's unlikely that we'd do anything, but there are a bunch of Mass Effect fans on the team, so that'd probably be the most likely one. But thanks again for watching, everyone. Hope to see you next time.